This
What is your
conference will
experience,
now be recorded.
and what is your core area, which means have you ever worked on the identity access management? Have you knowledge about the SailPoint? What is your experience on the Java? Those things I would like to understand before starting.
Okay, Mohit. Mohit, I've been
Yes.
a business analyst in the US for the past 15 years, and
Okay.
I have worked on cybersecurity projects, but not necessarily as an architect or as an implementer, or uh, basically a person who has always gathered requirements and presented to the technical teams.
Okay.
So
Requirement gathering and all. Right.
requirement gathering and all. So let me. So so let's cut the whole story short and come to the basic point. Why
Yes.
are we doing this? Why?
Yes.
What is
Correct.
the basic reason?
Correct. Hello, Jiten. I'm not able to hear you. Srinivas, are you able to hear the Jitendra?
No, sir. His audio.
This conference will now be recorded.
So, Jitendra, I need three things first. What is your knowledge on identity access management? What is your knowledge on SailPoint? And what is your knowledge on Java? And then I would like to understand what is the purpose of your training. Okay, so that I will clear idea that okay, if I will start the SailPoint, what would be where I will start at beginning, at mid, or at advanced level. So that way I will understand. So what is your knowledge? Have you worked on the identity access management tool earlier? As you said that you are having a requirement gathering, so you have knowledge of basic terminology, understanding of the terminology, what is security, what is identity access management, and all those things. That is clear.
Mohit, let me put it in very clear
Okay.
terms to you.
Okay.
I
Okay.
understand all these things. What is identity
Okay.
access management? What is SailPoint? What is Java? What is Python? What is X, Y, Z, and whatever.
Hmm.
Okay, from the business analysis standpoint, I
Okay.
am not a developer. I am not an architect, or I am not a solution architect,
Hmm.
right? Okay. Yeah, your another question was, why are we doing this?
Correct.
The reason we are doing this is because my company is implementing SailPoint as a solution for their primitive technologies, which is
Hmm.
using basically um, a combination of IBM and various other technologies. So what they are doing is they are amalgamating, they are combining all technologies, and the solution is SailPoint.
Okay.
So we are at a juncture, we are at a point where we are trying to understand SailPoint.
Hmm.
We know what is SailPoint, but we do not have any idea about how SailPoint works, what is what how SailPoint is going to help us once it is implemented in our company. Right?
Okay.
As far as programming knowledge of Java, Python, C, C++, Pascal, COBOL, all those is concerned, that is something that is history.
Hmm.
So I did it some 20 years back. Now I do not remember anything about it.
Hmm.
Then another question of yours was whether I'm aware of identity access management. Yes, I am aware
Hmm.
of identity access management, but if you ask me to give you a lecture on IAM, I cannot do that.
Hmm.
So I am a very basic person.
But
Uh,
if I explain the identity access management, you would be able to correlate the things. That's the that is the things.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So the need of the hour. Let's start with the need of the hour. The reason that I demanded this course to be started immediately and
Mm-hmm.
why I need to start it ASAP. The reason
Mm-hmm.
is SailPoint. We are at a juncture where SailPoint is almost implemented.
Mm-hmm.
The testing has not been done by from the client side.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever testing has been done, integration testing has been done from the customer side. So the SailPoint is implemented, and it SailPoint is going to be there for future
Mm-hmm.
as the tool. So the need of the hour is for a person like me who manages other business analysis in the team to understand what exactly is SailPoint, how do we administer it, how do we manage things, whatever things are told to us, how are they made, how are they more relevant to our current scenarios, how
Mm-hmm.
are our older technologies like the IBM ICIM and all, on guard, and various other IM tools like even some of the tools that are outdated are still present. How are these tools which are going away now, and people who have been working in the company for the past 40 years, how are they going to adapt to SailPoint?
Okay. So, see, Jitendra, this training course which I am providing will cover the SailPoint development. Okay, let me. There's a three things in SailPoints, which is SailPoint development. The business analytics I will not cover to understand what is the requirement, business requirement, and all those things. You are already familiar about those things. What I'm going to cover in this course, I'm going to cover the SailPoint development, where I'm going to cover the uh, I will going to cover the workflow. What is a workflow? Life cycle event with example, or what is the role-based access control, birthright role, all those things into the SailPoint development portions. In the administrator portions, I cover the installations, how to install SailPoint. We will going to install the complete software on your laptop. In your lab, you would be practicing those things. Plus, we will covering the application onboarding. As you are already installed the software, you but going to install the onboard the application in your environment as well, in your real-time environment. The same thing, we will onboard the application here. We will understand how to onboard the application, what are the rules which are implicated over there, like the rules, correlation rule, creation rule, all those things. Plus, we will understand the how to create a certification in there in the SailPoint, how to create a policy violations. Those things we will cover as perspective to the administrator. Now coming to the SailPoint support, we covered three things here in the SailPoint support. Obviously, SailPoint support person knowing the each and everything, plus whatever ever as a development administrator basic knowledge, plus the troubleshooting, how you will troubleshoot if any issue comes, how you will enable the logs, how to troubleshoot the issues, plus reporting, how to enable the reporting, what is the advanced analytics, and all those things. So those things we are cover for the support perspective.
Right.
Okay, these are the course criteria, course content for the SailPoint. So if you want to go through the course content, I will quickly show you the course content, so that if you have any questions, you can quickly come up with those questions. Okay, so let me quickly share the course content.
Listen, Mohit, I don't want to go to
Yes.
the course contents.
Hmm.
I know what I want. I know
Hmm.
what you are going to be presenting, because it's not only you that I have contacted. I have spoken to various other vendors also on SailPoint training and all, and
Hmm.
everything. Almost all of them are the same. So
Okay.
the idea is to get get a 30,000 view of SailPoint, whether it's development, administration, analysis, whatever. So let's start with SailPoint. I have no doubts about what you are going to teach. So
Mhm.
if there is something that I lack, I'm not able to understand, I'll let you know. And it is not that if you are not able to teach me that I'm going to back off. It's nothing like that. So
No, no, it's the
the whole idea is the whole idea is to get acquainted to SailPoint in a much better way than a layman, than a person who does not know anything about SailPoint. So Mohit
that
bhai,
that's
let's
that's my
start.
guarantee. That's my guarantee that after completing the course, you would be having a sufficient knowledge of the sale point. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
I
my
don't want.
guarantee.
I do not want to be a developer in SailPoint. I don't want to be an administrator, but I definitely want to have a knowledge of that because in neither I'll be ever doing development or administration. But if I have knowledge of that, it'll help me, in guiding my team better. So
Correct,
that's the whole point. So all
correct,
said and done, uh, let's start. I don't need a demo session. I don't need an introduction. Let's start with a trust that me and you will have a better understanding as to what our needs are and
mhm.
what exactly we want to achieve. So Mohit bhai,
Okay,
I have read your
yes,
profile. So
yes. But
l- start.
I need one commitment from you. I need one commitment from you before starting the training. The commitment is whatever I'm explaining you today. See, Jiten, the my purpose, my intention is whatever I'm training provided to you, it would be fulfill. Like if I'm providing 100%, at least you get the 80 to 70 to 80% by yourself. Like you will get that 70 to 80% knowledge of that. If I'm providing you the knowledge, and if it would not be, you would not be able to get that, it would be no use for me. Correct? So neither you for nor me. So the the scenario is whatever I'm going to cover today, I give some give some ideas, or give some use cases. I'm expecting that whatever I'm covering today, at least practice those things at home. That's what my intention of this training. Okay, if I will cover it today, just overview, you will remember 5 days, 10 days, 15 days, 20 days. After that you will forward, right? So
Don't
I'm
worry about it.
expecting only one thing.
Don't worry about it. Whatever you're going to tell me, I'm after a few hours, I'm going to implement it on my own system, on my company's system. So don't
Correct.
worry about it.
That's all. That's all I want to. That's what I want from you. Okay, good. So let's start the training. So first, we'll start from the basics. Okay, and we will skip it if you know, and I will ask the questions as well, so that your revision would be happen, and it would be great for the understanding perspective as well. Okay, so let's start. What is the identity access management?
So identity access management to me is uh, a kind of uh, a person with an identity to access who or to access certain resources
Mhm.
and manage them.
Correct. Managing the access of identity. Correct. This is a simple word which you can say, that managing the access of identity. Now what is that managing the access of identity means? Earlier what happened, before identity access management tool was not there, whenever people join the organizations, the company manually add the entitlement, onboard him manually, and whenever the employee resign or terminated from the organization, the employee revoke their access manually. Correct. Now with the due to this identity access management tools came in the market, it provides that whenever employee join, the access would be assigned to that user immediately, without without waiting for a 1 or 2 days. And whenever they leaves the organization, the access should be automatically revoked from the user's profile, so that they cannot misuse those access. Is that clear? The identity access management tool, right?
Right.
Okay, now apart from the managing the access, identity access management tools come with additional benefit like certifying the identities, automatic provisioning, managing the policy violation. Those are the other benefits which came with the identity access management tool. Correct? So that is the benefit of the identity access management. Now there are many tools in the market like a SailPoint, Savient, Oracle, IBM. There are a lot of things. Why SailPoint is important? Why? What is the benefit of SailPoint? Why people are moving to the SailPoint? That is again another question. Why SailPoint? Why my company are moving to the SailPoint? What benefit they are looking for? Any idea, Jitin?
Uh, the only idea I have is because my company has invested in SailPoint and they are using SailPoint.
No, company has invested. Before investing they seen something, right? They were having more choice, like a Savient is there in market, SailPoint is there in the market, Oracle is there in market, and there are different tool. Why they pick the SailPoint?
Okay, go ahead and tell me about it.
Yes, so there are 5 benefit of the SailPoint. First, easy installations.
Easy installation, you mean it can be installed on Unix as well as on Windows?
Correct. It can be installed on both. Plus, the installation time is very less, which means if you go with the IBM Tivoli, the if you mistake any one thing in the IBM Biosphere, you need to uninstall completely and install it again. It okay. But SailPoint provide a lot of robustic features where you can add a multiple things at a runtime. Okay, that is the and if you see, is installation is quite easy than any other product. Okay, clear? That is
Okay.
the one thing. The simple application onboarding, we will see to onboard a multiple applications: LDAP application, JDBC application, delimited file connector application, HRFit file applications. We will understand we will do the application onboarding. That time you will realize how easy or simple application onboarding is that in IIQ. Plus, SailPoint provides more than 57 out of the box connector.
Now I
More
don't
than
understand
57
that.
out of the box.
What is a connector
Yes,
now?
yes. I'm going to come that. That's not. Don't worry about that. So SailPoint provides more than 57 out of the box connector, which means SailPoint says you don't need to worry about anything. The 57 type of applications framework I'm providing to you. You just need to choose which type of applications you need. All the schema, all the configurations, all the connectors, whole complete coding I'm providing to you. You just need to configure it and go ahead. Okay,
Okay.
what are the type of those applications like ServiceNow, Salesforce, Google Apps, Workday, PeopleSoft, SAP GRC, IBM Tivoli, Lotus Domino, Azure Ready. These are all type of applications. Okay, over there we are providing the framework. SailPoint is providing more than 57 plus applications framework. Clear or not? The one of them is, now company, what earlier before 6.4, my intention is not to confuse you. My intention is to provide a lot of knowledge. Okay, so uh, the previously before 6.4, the company, most of the company use the custom connector. Because let's say your application is Yahoo, your application is Yahoo is not provided by the SailPoint. In that case, what you will do, you will write your complete custom framework, custom connector, custom applications. Okay, right now you don't need to worry about everything I will explain in lab. So just intention to listen it, so that whenever we will explain in lab, you would be able to correlate. Okay, that is my intention right now. Now what is this custom connector? Before 6.4, there is a custom connector which customers needs to be installed, or customer needs to be configured completely by themselves for creating a new applications. Now after 6.4, say after in 7.0, SailPoint has implemented one BAF services connector. Very important, very useful for the customers. Now BAF services connector says, if any custom application has exposed REST API, I am able to use that. What is the meaning of that? The meaning is, let's say your custom application, your company says that your company says, Jiten, we need to implement applications called your in-house application. That is, let's say the name is given as a Yahoo. Okay, we need to implement this Yahoo. Okay, this Yahoo is not SailPoint has not provided this support. Okay, so before 6.4, you would creating a UI, you would creating a Java file, you would creating the .xhtml file, everything by you. But now after 7.0, you know that my applications Yahoo has exposed the REST API. So what you will do, you will just use a web services connector, and this connector provide a feature to use the any third party application if they have exposed the REST API. We will explain in detail about those things. Okay, right now, just to understand these things. Okay, these are the application onboarding. The third one is automatic provisioning. Automatic provisioning, which means SailPoint says that we are providing the automatic provisioning. Automatic provisioning means whenever user joins and you want that the user's account should be created, let's say you join the organizations. Okay, when you join the organizations, you obviously want on day one at least your team's outlook and all the other mandatory access should be assigned to you, so that you start working on that, start at least looking at the company's profile, start communicating with the people, right? So that is the birthright access, which means automatically assigned to you. The access, few access should be assigned to automatically, so that is called automatic provisioning. That also provided by the SailPoint. The fourth point is many feature in certification. Right now in US and Europe, the many organizations are moving to the identity access management tool just because the government has enforced to use the compliance manager. The compliance manager is mandatory for more than 500 people companies. Okay, so in that case also many companies are moving to the this one, the certifications and policy violations, the identity access management tool, which contain the certifications and policy violations. Now the SailPoint provide a lot of features into this, the certifications. Clear or not?
Clear.
Clear. Now the most or important best benefit of the SailPoint is customization. The today's word, company or anyone don't want to rely on anyone. Now if your someone says that uh, uh, if someone says that, Jitendra, you have this particular things, you are paying something, and you say, someone says, okay, you, this is the limitation of these things, you cannot do any other things apart from this, you can do only these things. It would be like, why I cannot, right? You would be having that, if I have a knowledge, why I cannot explore more, right? So SailPoint says that there is no limit. We have exposed our API, we have exposed our API and the generic code. Do whatever you want. We have our we have created our tool in such a way that it will accept all the customizations. Okay, that is the major benefit that organizations, many organizations are moving to the SailPoint. Is that clear?
Yes, Mohit, but I have a question there.
Yes.
Mohit, now in my
Yes.
organization, when we were
Mhm,
working with the team of SailPoint implementation,
mhm.
there are custom reports. Reports can be made
Yes.
custom, but there are no
Yes.
custom dashboards. Dashboards are very static. You cannot have
Hmm.
custom dashboards. There is a limitation of making custom dashboards. How do you explain that?
Okay, the custom dashboard means the dashboard would be having, can have a different wizard. Let's say you in your, when you open the SailPoint, when you open the SailPoint login page, dashboard comes with a few widgets, few quick links, right? So if you want to change the dashboard, there are options available where you can modify the dashboard's icons over there. Whatever the dashboards have, those things, those can be changed.
But the dashboard only icons can be changed. That means if I want to have a okay, all dashboards are related to the reports, right? Whatever the reports, whatever the reports data is being displayed, the dashboard, the dashboard would be basically customized on that. But if I want a custom dashboard, like I want to have some dashboard wherein rather than having certain kind of a bar graph, I want to have a pie graph. I cannot have that.
Yes, they cannot have. Correct. They cannot. You can add only those widgets which is allowed by the SailPoint, which is provided by SailPoint. If you want to add some customizations over there, you want to add some pie graph or some charts over there, that is not possible over there. Correct.
Okay, so that is a
Okay.
limitation of SailPoint.
Yeah, you can say limitations. Everything cannot be added over there. Customization, they have provided a lot of customization in terms of the adding a custom workflow, adding the custom UI, adding the custom. You can say whenever you are adding a different workflows, you are adding the access tab plugins. Those things are be added into the customizations. Okay.
Okay, now hold on.
Yes.
So now, now this course is going to be uh, based on what I am currently doing
Mhm.
and what I am not currently understanding from what is happening in my organization. Would
Mhm.
you be able to help me with that?
Completely. I would be. I would give my best to explain you uh, whatever you ask. As you ask these things, i will I will try to explain each and everything whatever you ask related to your company, and this will give us a scenario based questions as well. Okay, but I'm not sure that whatever you the specific questions you will ask, I would be able to 100% 100% will be able to answer you, but I will try to answer those questions. If not, I will find it and I will update you.
No, I'm not going to
Okay.
ask you anything like if the organization that is helping us implement SailPoint is not able to
Hmm.
do, I'm not going to ask you to do
Yes,
that.
yes. Correct,
Okay?
correct.
I I'm just going to trying to understand
Yes, yes.
what exactly are they saying and how you translate me to what they are exactly saying to me. So
Correct.
my intention is not to scrutinize you, but to scrutinize them.
Yes. Okay.
So this is
Okay.
my intention. If Srinivas is hearing or listening to this conversation, this is the whole thing about.
Okay. Now, if you see here, this is your dashboard as you ask the questions. If you see, click here, edit, you can edit few wizards here. You can add the card, but you have a limitation that you can add those wizards which are available here. So right now, we have added all those wizards here. If I will remove those and I will save this, it has been changed with this only one. If I want to add a multiple wizards, I can add the card and I will select those things here. But again, yes, there's a limitation that you cannot add each and everything. You can add only those things which are available here. Let's save this, and if you save this now, this has been added like this. Same with these are the widgets window. This one is quick link, and what this widget is, you can add widgets. Let's say these are the all widgets which you can add here. If you save this, it will show you all the access reviews, latest forms, register score, direct reports, the violations work item, and the approvals. Okay, clear?
I get it. Yes.
Okay. Now, where was I? Yes, the yes. Any other questions on the and these things? Why sale point? Is that clear?
No, there is no question about why SailPoint because SailPoint is already there. So so
Yes,
there is
yes,
no
yes.
question why SailPoint. Now the question is
Hmm.
how SailPoint is.
Okay, so now coming to
Acha,
the
one more thing, one more thing, Mohit, before we go ahead.
yes,
This
yes,
our conversation is going to be between Hindi and English, if you are okay with it.
yes, yes, yes,
Okay, now tell me. So the information that you present on the notepad or anything, uh, will you be able to share um,
yes,
some material other than the material already available from SailPoint PDFs, means the administrative, the user guide, the user manual and other thing. Do you have any material
yes,
which I can go through on regular basis to make me more educated on that?
yes, I will provide that.
Okay,
Okay.
wonderful.
Okay, but that not be that you can also get it, but I will that is the on compass you will find that rules where you can go through the rules, all the rules and all those things. But kind of see, if you feel, if you ask me that my all the students comes for the looking for the development and administrator, so what happens, the documents or the content which I provide mostly to learn them onto the detailed coding, detailed rule analysis, okay, those things. But they might not be useful for you because you are not looking for the actual coding perspective where you need to write a coding. You are looking to understanding the things so that you can you can explain to the business, or you can convert to something is relevant to the business, or you can communicate to the other team, right?
I
So
don't mind.
that
I don't mind. I don't mind at all understanding the coding part of it.
yes,
But it's been a while. I started
yeah, yeah,
my career
yeah.
as a mainframe developer, but I'm
Mhm.
not a coder anymore.
That's fine. It's not a coding. It's a simple. See, you know how to create object in Java using a new keyword, right? Correct. If you want, if someone says I want to create object of hash map, you will simply say map equals to new hash map, right? This is a creating object of any class. This is a hash map is class. So this is how to call a method. Those things, how to create, how to fetch the data in from the string, how to replace the string. Those small things. Okay, that's not a problem. We will try to cover few things in this training, so that's not a problem. Okay,
Okay,
now
wonderful.
coming to the next thing is, we understand the why we are learning this identity IQ. What is this identity IQ? What is sale point? Now let's understand the sale point terminology. Terminology means what are, see, the purpose of terminology is, whenever I say connector, you should not ask me what is connector. When I say the aggregations, you should not ask me what is aggregation. When I say provisioning, you should not ask me the provisioning. And apart from that, you are not asking, you should understand the actual meaning of that particular thing. Okay, that is the intention of explaining the terminology of the sale point. Okay, so I will write down all the terminology and we'll discuss all those terminology in detail. Clear?
Sure. And Mohit, you are going to share this notepad with me, right?
Yes, yes, I'm going to, but don't expect me daily. I will share you because sometime I forgot. So I will share after 2 days, 3 days. That's fine. Okay, but you
That's
have
fine.
a recording.
No, 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 that is understood.
Yep. Okay, refresh identity cube and okay. So let's understand this and then we will add few more things here. First, what is application? Before application, let's understand the target system. What is target system? Jitendra, any idea?
No, you are asking me or you? going to
Yes, I'm asking to you.
no,
No,
no.
no, I'm asking.
My knowledge of my knowledge is totally disgruntled. So
No, no.
you
What
start
my
with
intention
yours.
is, what my intention here is, if you have a even just idea guessing, so that what happens now, if you have incorrect information, that would be corrected. If you don't have information, there is no harm you saying I don't know. Okay, that is the intention when I asked to. This is my habit right now. It become a habit to me to ask the question to the students so that they would be involved as well, right?
Okay, so let's say
That become a habit.
so
Yes,
target system is Salesforce.
yes. Target system means any applications or any system, okay, any system which you are using, which the organizations are using. It can be AD, LDAP, Salesforce, ServiceNow. These are all target system, right? Azure. These are all target system, correct or not?
Correct.
Right. Now what is applications? The applications means target system inside the identity IQ. You will configure the, let's say you want to connect with the active directory. So what you will do, active directory is separate target system, which means there is an active directory server where it would resides. So whenever someone will talk to you about active directory, directly active directory, that is the target system, active directory target system. But when this is application, active directory application, which means they are talking to the connections of the target system inside this IIQ, correct? So application is for identity IQ perspective. So you are saying target system, that particular reference of the target system into the IIQ. Clear or not?
No, I don't understand that.
Yes, let me explain to this. Let's say you want to connect, you want to configure the active directory in IIQ. You want to manage the identities and group of the active directory in identity IQ, correct? In that case, what you will do, you will create one application which type is active directory.
Okay, so
Okay.
let me re let me give you my version. So the
Yes.
target system in my organization is LDAP and Active Directory. Okay,
Hmm.
so the application is reference to that target system within the identity IQ. That means the Active Directory and the LDAP.
Hmm. Right. So yeah, LDAP and active directory would be configured in IIQ, and those configurations of those applications called application. Those configurations of to connecting with the LDAP or AD, that is application in IIQ. Clear or not?
Okay,
Okay. Clear.
yes,
So in identity IQ, we configure the target system under the application. Is that clear or not? So for every target system, there would be one application. Let's say you want to configure active directory, you will create applications for active directory. Now in your environment, in your organizations, you have three active directory. One is for prod, dev, and QA. So in that case, you need to create three applications of active directory in your environment. Clear or not? In IAQ.
yeah, I get it.
Clear? Okay.
Yes,
Now what is connector? Okay, so this application are resides in IAQ. Okay, now IAQ doesn't know how to connect with the target system. So you configure the data to connection, that you added the information that okay, for this LAP I need this username, this password, this is the local host. You configure the setting into the application, but how it will connect to the target system, it doesn't know how to connect. IAQ doesn't know to target system. This is a code for each and every applications to connect to the target system. This is a Java class which connect with application to target system, or you can say application of IAQ to target system. Clear or not?
Can you explain me in terms of like a ODBC connector?
ODBC connector. Come again, what you said?
Uh, no, I just want to understand what connector is. Means
Okay,
connector
connector A.
connector is something that
Hmm,
connector is something that there is a Java class
hmm,
between between the target system
hmm.
which acts as an intermediary to the application.
Correct. It's a bridge between IAQ and target system. IAQ
Okay.
doesn't know about target system. Identity IQ doesn't know about AD, LDAP, Salesforce, ServiceNow. So IAQ sends some command that I want to fetch the users. So the command go to the connector. Connector say, oh, okay, you want to fetch the accounts. You want to fetch the accounts from this LDAP target system. So the request will go to the LDAP connector. Now LDAP connector will say, okay, this is my code, Java code. Every application or every target system has exposed their API to connect, right? That is clear,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
So the LDAP connector written in the Java code, which will connect to the target system and fetch the users, okay,
Okay.
and provide to the IIQ. Clear or not? The ultimate
Yes.
connection would be created by this connector. Clear?
Yes. Partially clear, but it will be more clearer once I go through the documentation once again.
Yes. Whenever we go to the lab, it would be more clear. That's not a problem. Okay. Now, what is identity? And before that, what is account?
Account could be any person who is onboarded onto the system, or
Mhm.
no, you explain it.
User in target system, which means whenever I'm talking about any user, any person who is on target system means Active Directory, LDAP, over there. If it is over there, that is called accounts. Okay. When I'm saying I
Okay.
want to fetch the accounts from the LDAP, which
Mm-hmm.
means I am taking a reference of LDAP. Okay, I'm taking a reference of LDAP. I'm fetching the user from LDAP. That's why I'm saying I'm fetching the accounts from the LDAP. Okay, clear? Now, what is the identity means? User in identity IQ, which means once that accounts come into the IIQ, that user come into the IIQ, it will become an identity. So when I'm saying identity, I want to trigger something on identity, which means you will understand that Mohit is asking that to trigger something on IIQ, it is not connected with the target system. Clear or not?
Okay, so the identity IIQ means sale point.
Identity IQ means sale point. This identity means the user in identity IQ.
Okay, got it.
Clear? Clear or not?
Yes.
Now, what is aggregation?
Aggregation means combination of all of these things: the account, the identity, the connector, the
No, no,
application.
no, 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 no. The aggregation means fetching data from target system to IAQ. Fetching data from target system to IAQ. There are two type of aggregation. One is account aggregation, one is group aggregation. Account aggregation means fetching users data from target system to IAQ. Users data includes their attributes like a first name, last name attributes, and the entitlement or group which they have. Clear or not?
Okay.
Let's say, let's say the Jitendra is your account has been created in Active Directory first. Okay, or your account has been created into the HR feed file by the HR. So HR is using the JDBC. They have created your account, which you have joined the organization. Let's say the organization name is FedEx. Okay, you join the organization FedEx. The HR will feed the data. So HR will feed your first name, last name, and everything, and then they will add some certain access or permission that user have. So they will add it. Generally, in HR feed file we don't have this. We do into the non-authoritative, the groups. Okay, so let's say we have added the attributes. Now what account aggregation does, it fetches the user. Your account has been created in HR feed file, so we will create application in IIQ for HR feed file. We will connect with that, but the fetching the data from target system to IIQ is will come under the account aggregations. Clear or not?
Not clear, but I will do some research and try to
you
understand for
you
the
don't need
next
to
class.
you don't need to research it. It's my duty to tell you. Okay, you don't need to research it. I will in the next class when you will come, whenever we do this account aggregation actually, then you will understand it clearly. Okay,
Okay, okay, that's fine.
clear? Yes. See, whatever I'm explaining, it's my duty to explain you in detail. Okay, but it might happen that whatever I'm covering today, I'm just giving the idea. Tomorrow whenever you will that tomorrow or day after tomorrow, you will understand the actual uses of that. Clear?
Clear.
Now what is the group aggregations? Group aggregations means fetching the group's informations. Now what is the group information? Group means it can be the permission, it can be the permissions, it can be the roles, permissions, entitlement, or groups. Now you remember in Active Directory it says you are part of member of this particular group, you are member of this particular group, right? So that member of will is a group for the account this in IAQ, that would be the entitlement. Clear or not?
Yes,
Okay, so that is the group. So that is fetching the group informations from target system to IIQ, called group aggregations. Okay, see, right now my intention is just to familiarize with the terminology. Okay, not to explain you in detail. Okay, we will covering in detail each and everything. Okay, right now just to understand, so that whenever saying provisioning or account aggregation, in your mind it should be click. Okay, that Mohit has explained earlier, that fetching the data from target system, so it would be something which is we are fetching the data, correct? So that is the ultimate intentions here. Okay,
right.
what is
I got it.
provisioning? Provisioning means any changes from IAQ to target system. Now it is reverse of aggregation. In aggregation we are fetching user from target system to IAQ. Here we are updating any changes from IAQ to target system. If you want to update or create or delete, disable, enable, anything which we do is provisioning. Clear or not?
I got it. Yes, clear.
Okay, there are two type of provisioning, which is account and groups. Account provisioning means any account changes or any users changes from IAQ to target system, called account provisioning, or any groups changes. Group changes means if we are changing the group's descriptions, if you are changing the group's name, that is a group changes. Any group changes. Generally we don't use much the group provisioning, we use only account provisioning, because the any target system will not allow to update their groups. Okay, they will not expect someone to come and update their groups, right? So that's why the group provisioning we don't do in any organizations generally. Okay, now in account aggregations, account provisioning, we have 5 to 6 operation. One is create, update, enable, disable, unlock, and what are the change password, and some application have the delete as well. Clear or not? These are the operation. If someone will ask you what are the operations in the account provisioning, you will say create, update, enable, disable, unlock, change password, and delete. Clear?
Okay,
Okay, so now this account provisioning and group provisioning. And for group provisioning, we have only two operations, which is the create and update. We can create a group and we can update a group. Update a group would be updating the description, updating the name of the group. Clear?
clear.
No,
Well, when you say group, do you mean work group or just the group?
no. It's not a work group. It's the entitlement or the permissions. Let's say you are in service now where you get the permission called read only. There is a read only permission which is assigned to you. Okay, clear?
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you want to change the description of read only, the read only is itself is the content which is called entitlement. Read only is a permission, right? Correct?
Right.
So if you want to change the description of read only, in that case, that is called entitlement. Okay, if you want to assign this, once you assign this user to read only, that will come under the account aggregation only, because account aggregations fetch the user's attribute plus reference of group. Okay, clear or not?
Okay.
But let's say if you want to update any entitlements description and all those things, that will come under the group. Clear?
Yes, somewhat.
Yes, we will explain that whenever we will come into the LDAP, you will understand it easily. Okay. Okay, now what is the refresh identity queue? Refresh identity queue means, here if you see here, we are talking here about account. That's why we are talking about target system, right? Account comes, that's why we are talking about target system. Account comes, that's why we are talking about target system, because account is something, whenever the terminology comes account, immediately your mind says that something, it is connected with the target system. Clear or not? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Now here in this refresh identity queue, we are talking about identity itself, right? Which means refreshing the information, refreshing the user in identity IQ. Now you will say, what is the purpose of the refreshing the user? The refreshing of a purpose means whatever you configure the certifications, policy violations, anything you configure, those needs a refresh to populate the changes. Let's say you made some changes. Now to reflect those changes immediately, you need to run the refresh identity queue. Clear or not?
Okay.
And
Yes.
this is the very important task. You will realize after training that how important this task is. Okay, clear? So we will explain this, that the purpose is to refresh the identities into the IAQ. Clear? That is the refresh identity queue. Okay, clear?
Yes.
Okay, the remaining things we will cover tomorrow, as we have another training. So any doubts, any questions here in this? All clear?
No, Mohit, I don't have any doubt. I do have a lot of doubts, but
Mm-hmm.
give me something so that I can read over the 24 hours
Yes,
and get back to you.
yes,
Uh,
yes, yes.
do
And
you want do
this
you
is
want
just
me
for
to
your.
do you
Mhm.
want me if you want me to refer to some PDFs? I have all the PDFs with me. If you have
Mhm.
some PDFs to share with me,
No, no.
send me them as an email. I will go through them.
Okay, right now my intention is not to explain you in detail everything. Okay, my intention is just to give you the idea. Okay, we will explain. Today is the first day. Don't be in hurry. So today we are explaining the terminology. We will explain each and everything. There is a separate topic for each and everything. Okay, for aggregation there's a separate topic. Provisioning we have topic. So don't worry about those things. We will cover in detail. Okay, my intention is to explain the terminology. Okay,
All right. Can you at
clear?
least share me uh, this notepad file?
Yes, I will share it today itself. Okay.
Please share me the notepad file so that I can in my spare time I can go through it and look at it what I have gone through.
Sure. And you have your personal laptop where you can onboard, you configure the software.
Oh, I have two laptops. I have one laptop Windows and one Unix. Which one do you want?
I will prefer Windows.
Okay,
Okay, so I will share the software, all the supporting software, the main software, Identity IQ software. We would be using Identity IQ 7.2. Okay, and I will share all the training data, okay, to you today. And apart from that, I will share the OpenLab, which is to whenever that is the future thing. Whenever we will configure the OpenLab, that time you would be needed. So I will share complete bundle of complete software today, so that you would be tomorrow or the after tomorrow when we will install, you would be having all those things clear.
clear. Yes, thank you, Mohit.
Okay, thank you, have a nice day, good day, bye.
All right, Mohit. Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
thank
Thank you, Mohit. Thank you,
thank,
Jitender. Thanks for the
All right.
demo session.
thank you, bye.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.